Welcome back to What Are Noobs with General Disturbance. This is the T95. It's a Tier 9 American tank destroyer. It's located on the southwest spawn of Oyster Bay under the command of Picklefish44 of 27PZR. Game on! Well, this is the tank that goes by many names, yes, but all of them are not true. Now, it is actually basically the T28 Super Heavy, but then it changed its name to the T95, and then they changed the name again afterwards. In fact, it is, as you can see, the T28 with an extra set of tracks on the outside. And in fact, there is only one available today, and it's at Fort Benning, which is now Fort Moore, and it's in the Cavalry Collection, and it's actually got the extra set of tracks fitted. And there's a video on Soapy Line's channel where you can actually watch those tracks being fitted. It takes a long time to do it, but it's well worth watching to see how it's done. Now, this tank destroyer has got monstrous armor, 305mm at the front, 152.4 at the rear, at the sides rather, 50.8 at the rear. It's also got a monstrous main gun as well. You've got a choice of three actually. The original had a 105mm gun, and then there's a 120 I seem to recall, and then it's actually got the 155mm here. It's capable 750 alpha, 276mm a pen with standard ammo, and with the premium APCR 320mm, so a gain of about 45mm. And there is a tank over there because a tree just went down. Yeah, he's been spotted as well, so there is an enemy over there. Another tree goes down, he fires a round in just to see if he can catch them. Okay, we don't know which tank that was, but it might be the Shure MV7X because he was actually seen going around the outside trying to get to that position. Okay, they made two prototypes of this vehicle. They started development work in 1943 and it was going to be used on the Siegfried line, but what happened was that oh, got a Conqueror. What happened was, oh, direct hit on the cupola, and yeah, he suffered a loss of 873 hit points. So that's a high roll. Yeah, they were going to use it on the Siegfried line to actually blow down the bunkers, but in the end, it wasn't ready in time, so they had to just go ahead with the and there goes the Conqueror. He's wiped out. So they had to just continue development work on it. It's actually a very heavy tank. It's 92 tons in total, so a super heavy tank. In fact, the original name, as I mentioned earlier, was originally it was called the Heavy Tank T28. Then it became known as the Super Heavy Tank T28 in 1945, and after that it became T95. So it had a number of different names throughout its history. The project was actually terminated in 1947 because, of course, they didn't need it by then because Germany had surrendered 2 years earlier. Now, we've got a bit of a problem here because we've got an enemy corridor there, two corridors. The corridor down the middle appears to have an FE215B, the British heavy tank. And of course, the corridor over here has got the Type 4 Heavy. And of course, it looks like there's other tanks as well. A Vipera might be around the corner. Okay, he's been spotted again, so somebody on the enemy team is moving up on him, going around the outside. Now, of the weak spots, you can see there are a couple of cupolas right on the outside of the vehicle, and there's an actual bit where there's two round bits on the outside of the hull, and you can see just behind that is a curve in the outer hull, and that's probably one of the best weak spots to aim for unless you go for the cupolas. Okay, he's trying to draw that T57 Heavy in, because if he can draw the guy in, then he can actually get a kill out of him. On the back, oh, wait, hang on. And he gets a nice pen on the T57. He didn't even go for the weak spots. He actually got the outer hull on the sides of the turret. But the T-57's thrown caution to the wind. He's come forward. And now he's out the game, yeah. Killed him, wiped him out with that next round. The other big weak spot, of course, is those big octagonal or rectangle fuel tanks on the back. You can see that they're fairly well exposed. This thing does use a lot of fuel. Of course, very heavy engines to move the vehicle about. There's a 252U somewhere down that corridor. Was spotted. And it looks like the FV215B's to our left. And we've got the Type 4 Heavy here. Well, that one bounced off the frontal armour. And we lost our Conqueror in that shot as well. Type 4 got the kill on him. There he is over there. And there's the FV215B. Now, can we get a shot? Not yet, but we're not loaded. We are loaded now with APCR. That's to get through the heavy armour. Okay, there he is again. Can we get the shot? Oh no! Our teammate got in the way and we bounced off the FV215B. So I think our teammate, the BZ, is going to get wiped out now. I think he made a very big mistake there. And he has been wiped out. But now we get the chance to kill the FV215B. And yeah, he's gone. So he might have got the kill on that our BZ-176. But he paid for it by being wiped out himself. Now we've still got to deal with the enemy tank round here. There's the Vipera. And here comes the Type 4. And we don't miss this time round because, of course, it's premium ammo. It's going to go straight through. Oh, 252U suddenly pops out. And we're loading the AP round. Now we can get him with the AP round. There's no problem there. In fact, it looks like he's trying to drive away. He's trying to get away from us. You just got to check and make sure that the Vipera is not going to shoot us in the ass. No, he's not. In fact, he's out of position and he goes down. So he's out the game. Okay, so where is that 252U? It's further down the corridor. Yeah, Picklefish had to clear out one corridor before he could go after the other. There's the 252U. He's trying to make a getaway. He's driving as fast as he can, but he's going to get caught by the big main gun. And, yep, he's gone. Wiped him out. He only had 528 left. Now, it looks like the enemy Shure MV7X has actually managed to get behind us. And Picklefish realizes that. He's turning around to try and deal with a guy who he thinks is going to be coming up his rear any moment with a 4-shot autoloader. And there he is. He is doing it. He takes one big hit for 748, but it didn't kill him, so he now needs to back into the corner. He blocks one shot. He takes a shot in the tracks. The Shure MV7X is now running for his life after shooting 2 rounds at us. And he doesn't survive. And that's him out the game, and that's the Top Gun. So there's only 2 enemies left. He made a big rash decision. He should have just popped up, sniped at Picklefish, and then run away. But what he's done is he's now given us the chance to take on the enemy. Now the 6th sense just went off, so one of the enemy is directly ahead of us, and it's the SU-130PM. And he managed to bounce a shell off us. Now we're looking. Oh, he went for lower plate. He went for the lower plate. Not a smart move. You should go for the cupolas if you can. Okay, 6th sense went off again, so we got another spot on us. There are 2 enemy tanks remaining, the SU-130PM and the Scorpion G. According to the history, they're both full health. Or at least they should be. Now, is the 6th sense going to go off? We're waiting for a sec. Yeah, it did. So it must be those bushes. And he fired around him, but we don't know if it hit. So he's backing up. and then he's going to move forward again, just see if he can reconnect with that guy. Got 5 minutes of the game left. He just wanted to check his rear as well. We've got a Leopard 1 and a Jagdtiger for support. As far as we know, the Scorpion G is over on the other side of the battlefield. But we don't know that for certain. He could have changed. He said, help me push the 130, please. So, okay, what we're going to do, we're going to go down here. The Jagdtiger's going to help us. And I think the Leopard is going to go round and see if he can find out where the Scorpion G is. That's what I would tell him to do. Yeah, in fact, his Leopard's saying he's going the long way round, which is the right thing to do. Because he can then locate where the Scorpion is, where the Shure 130 PM is, and deal with them if he spots them. And if he doesn't spot them, then we'll march on the cap area and get the cap underway. Okay, we've got the Jagdtiger helping us as well. He's a bit late to come down the corridor, but I guess he just wanted Picklefish to try the area first. No sixth sense has gone off, so we're okay. And they are responding to each other as well, which means, again, they're communicating what they're intending to do. And as Arty players, that's what we do try to do. We try to use our T key to tell somebody we're supporting them, or that we're aiming at a specific target, so that we put the arrows over the target to say, or put the rescue over the target, click the T key to say, I'm attacking that target, and then our teammates know that we're going to be helping them to take down a specific target, get ready, try and track the target so we can hit it. In this case, with the T95, you just really want that big gun facing the enemy when you spot the enemy, and then of course he can give the fire support. There's the Leopard 1 coming in from the other side, trying to catch them in the crossfire. Okay, we've gone low and we're down, and somebody spotted us, and I think that's somewhere off to that side. In fact, the Scorpion's directly ahead of us. The Leopard finds him, but the Jagdtiger fries him. So now there's only one left. It's the Shure 130 PM. We've got to go up this hill. You can see there's the hole in the side of the vehicle where the Picklefish44 went into the tracks. All of that part of the vehicle is part of the tracks hitbox. So it doesn't actually do any damage. What you need to do is hit that round bit on the side of the turret next to those two round vents. That's the part of the cupola, the round bit just on the hull behind it. The other cupola is fairly prominent as well, as you can see. Okay, he's positioning himself, so if the Shure 130 PM comes in, and he's been spotted as well. The Leopard spotted him. He is 100% healthy, so our shells didn't touch him. I reckon the Leopard will try and get shots on him, but we're capping rapidly. We've passed the 2-minute mark. Not much time now. 10 seconds left. 2 in the cap. And they're getting ready for the win. And that's it. They've done it. They've capped out to win. And that is a brilliant game from Picklefish. Well, I have to say this was a rather special game, not because we capped out, but because that was the first ace tanker for Picklefish44 in the T95. Congratulations, he's broken his ace, or broken his duck on his ace, and now he's got his first ace. You can tell it's the first one because he's got the scrolls underneath the M, and you only get that the first time, and you can't ever see it on what replays because they don't allow you to show that. Effectively, it doesn't show, but it does show on the What Record sites because thankfully they do actually include all of the medals you actually get for the game. So very well done. That is his first ace. He also got a shell proof for blocking more damage than the hit points to his own vehicle. a fire effect for doing more damage than the hit points to his own vehicle. And on top of that, he got the top gun by getting at least 6 kills. He did get 6 exactly. And his win rate from that game, 6,031. So congratulations on such a good score. If we look at the team score, we can see the highest damage in that game turned out to be Picklefish, but he didn't get the high caliber because he didn't get 20% of the enemy hit pool, unfortunately. He was out on that. 4,998, so very close to 5,000 hit points, but again, just not enough to get the high caliber. Second highest damage in the game turned out to be the BZ176 on his team with 4,243. And the third highest damage turned out to be the SU130PM on the enemy team with 3,078. But sadly, he just didn't come in for that last shot at getting a defender. And it would have been rather nice if he had, because then we might have got the chance to kill him as well and get the bonus. But he decided to stay out and stay alive. So, yes, he gets defeated by Cap. The highest number of kills, that goes to Picklefish44. 6 kills to him. 3 kills to the Sharfuture4 on the enemy team who got wiped out. And 2 kills went to the Leopard 1, the T57 Heavy on our team. And on the enemy team, they're Type 4H and their FB215B. Now, I always confuse that with the Death Star, but it is the British heavy tank, not the Death Star. And when it came to base XP, yes, it's Picklefish. He got 1,404. The second highest being the BZ176, who got 1,296. And the third highest, well, that turned out to be the Shrek TVP, who managed 803. And that means that, yes, Picklefish has got the tops in all 3 columns. Yes, the highest damage, the highest number of kills, and the highest base XP from that game. He fired only 13 rounds in it, but he got 11 direct hits on the enemy and 8 penetrations, 1 splash, and 4,998 hit points of damage, all of it done at close range. One of the shells that didn't actually penetrate, that hit the Type 4 Heavy, but it just bounced off the front of the armor, so he just got it at the wrong angle. And he did try to kill the SU130PM by blind firing one of the bushes, but sadly it probably wasn't the bush that he wanted to hit, and therefore we didn't find out if he actually did get struck or not. But he might have been struck, and that might be one of the reasons why he wouldn't come back to the cap, because he knew that if he was spotted, he'd be killed by the first shot that hits him. 6 hits were received from the enemy, only one of which actually penetrated, 5 non-penetrations, and 2,340 hit points of damage blocked by armor. 6 enemy vehicles were damaged, 6 were killed, 400 hit points of damage assist, and 69 capture points while he was in the cap. Now, he earned 35,729 credits profit from that game. Yes, he did have to pay for resupply of consumables, but he used standard ammo throughout that one because, of course, he can use it. That's got tremendous penetration on those shells. And, of course, that makes much more profit. He also picked up 12,636 experience points out of that game because he got a mission completion, which earned him 8,424 XP out of it as well. So, a big boost to the crew skills out of that game. So congratulations go to Picklefish44. He said slow push. Well, it was because, of course, he was facing the problem of getting caught in a crossfire. He knew that if he went ahead with the main corridor where the T57 Heavy was, then the enemy tanks would come in from behind and try and nail him that way. He also knew that if he tried to go down the side to deal with the Type 4 Heavy and the other tanks, that he'd get hit in the rear by the T57 Heavy. So he made the choice to wipe out one side or push back on them until eventually he could move down the corridor at the enemy. But it certainly worked out to be a very effective game for Picklefish because, of course, he got an ace tanker out of it. So I hope you enjoyed that replay. If you did, please give this video a like. Do subscribe to our channel. Leave a little comment down below because it feeds the algorithm. And please do remember that we're, at this moment, fundraising from our channel for Edvin E20 of Awesome Epic Guys. There is a GoFundMe to help him save his house. And we're putting all of the earnings from our channel towards his GoFundMe to try and help him. So the more you watch of our channel at the moment, all of that money is going to go into helping Edvin So the more you watch our channel, the more money he gets for his GoFundMe. So please do watch as much as you can on our channel, and all of the benefit will go to Edvin. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give it a like, and thank you for watching.